Hello friends, Clage here, and happy patch day to everyone. Guilty Gear 1.10 is out. The game is very, very different, and best of all, Anji got a lot of really, really good stuff. So, I have been in the lab since about 3 a.m. this morning, figuring out all kinds of stuff, testing a lot of things, seeing what our new tools incorporate, seeing what the new changes to various jump normals and the system itself with FD, that kind of thing. So I want to give you my first impressions here. I was in the lab for, 3.5 hours, almost 4, and then played about an hour online to get my Celestial back, because I haven't played since Commentator Cup. I took a break, checked out Melty Blood, and worked on some other projects, so I didn't even have my Celestial rank this month yet, but it's cool, got it back, credit restored, because we all know Celestial matters if you're a good player or not. Anyway, all right, what you're here for, the new stuff. So let's talk about everything. So first and foremost, let's talk about the updated frame data. So crouching punch, 5 frames. Not the pipe dream of 4, but let me tell you, 5 frames makes such a big difference than 6. It's not even funny. Let me give you a prime example. Let's have Zato do, let's see, what could we have him do? Why are you not? Oh, because I'm on random. That's why. Derp, derp. All right, let's try this again, shall we? All right, there we go. All right, perfect. So, basic attempt at Zato pressure, right? He summons the punch, Eddie. Well, watch what happens. You can trade with that now. If you space it right, you can outright beat it. Also, if you see him doing this, yeah, no, that's not a thing anymore. So, there's a whole lot of gaps now that we get to interrupt that we didn't get to interrupt before. So, that stuff is super, super good. Very, very nice. Next frame data update. Fujin. Fujin now combos from far S. Always. Even at tippy tip range, it combos. Hell yeah. Fujin is now 15 frames on startup. This is 2 frames faster than it was prior. This does not affect Kara Fujin stuff. So all this stuff is still the same. It still can be done as early as frame 14, if I remember right. It was 14 or 13, whatever I put in the video last patch that came around. So it doesn't affect those, but Fujin being faster is real good. It also combos from crouching S at max range. That's really good. That's really important, and you'll see why here very soon. But this is a real button now. This is a threat. This actually can put the fear of God in people with its range now. Very, very important change. And Fujin is just faster. Like, being 15 frames, that's good. There's probably some new punishes we're going to be able to get that we couldn't get before. So, good stuff. We're really happy about that. Now, the big one. The big frame data change. The by far biggest change. Probably the single most impactful thing this character got this patch. Aside from one other thing. Shitsu. That be fast. Let's look at it with Oki. That be fast. Shitsu now starts up in 28 frames. That is 10 frames faster than prior in the old patch. 38 down to 28. It now recovers after 24 frames, which is a improvement of 3 frames. It used to recover in 27 frames. So, a net gain overall of 13 frames total, which means we have way, way, way better Oki available to us, and we have way, way, way better ways to use this in neutral and to use it in pressure. So this move is actually really good now. This is going to be an important part of playing this character going forward, so get familiar with it. The one thing to note is that with the new throws, it still sets up perfectly. They throw, Anji throws them a little bit further, so it works. There's no problems there whatsoever. What is going to take some adjustment is when you get like a knockdown with sweep, you need to delay your Shitsu a little bit more, because if you cancel as fast as possible, it's going to go over them. If you've played older Guilty Gear, this is really easy and it's going to come naturally, but if you started with Strive with Anji, you just need to really delay that cancel, and it'll work fine. On some characters, you're going to have to really, really, really delay it, because of the way their animations work and such, and how wide their hitboxes are. But as you can see, you can do it. Just take a little practice and lap. But Shitsu is way better. Really, really good stuff. All the frame data, huge, huge improvements. Those are all massive wins for this character. I am very, very happy with these changes. Next, forward punch. Much, much wider forward hitbox. So, right there. Yeah. quite good. This is also important because forward punch on counter hit now has some really, really high potential for damage, meterless damage at that. So that's really good. Before I forget, you probably noticed, why does throw look weird? He like stalls out. That is to show you the new tech window, the longer tech window that is available on throws that I talked about in the pre-patch video. So until you see him actually turn around, the throw is techable. So that's something to take note of. And it is going to mess with your timing a little bit, getting used to it, because now throw takes a little bit longer to come out. It still activates the same. It still comes out on frame 2. But just denote that that's for everyone, by the way. Every single character is going to do that. So just a little bit of a change, but still nothing that's too difficult to adjust to. Next, the next really, really, really big important change. Ko can combo into so much now because that knockback got really, really toned down. So allow me to show you the basics. You can do a full combo here. I just didn't charge Fujin. This is the basic first little combo I found that isn't even remotely optimized. But you hit someone with a close S now. Yeah, you can take them for the ride. The really crazy part is if you get like a super deep sweep, like if you pop them up at all, oh look, I can still do close S. This is silly. Our combo routes have so many options now, it is actually nuts. If you're wanting to know what the new optimal stuff is, I don't know, because this is going to take a lot of testing. There's a lot to unpack with the new stuff, because being able to jump cancel, you know, all these moves into stuff, them gatling into jump dust makes all sorts of new things. Counter hits, like, you can do some pretty crazy stuff, like, you know, now you can do stuff like, you know, Fujin Ko, Air Dash Ko. We're a little too close to the corner for that, but I mean, like, this is just an example of this kind of stuff we get now. It's pretty crazy. I'll show you some other combos when we get a little bit further into the rest of the stuff. But these buffs are all very, very, very impactful. Anji got basically no meaningful nerfs in this game. The other thing of the system mechanics that's really important is, let me show you Faultless Defense and how much it pushes back now. So, if you even just do like Crouching Punch, like, you get pushed out. Something that is really important to note, this stuff now, Crouching Punch into forward heavy, this can be mashed on now if they Faultless Defense, because there's no more penalty for Faultless Defensing. They don't get the extra 2 frames of block stun. So if I set Zato here on counterattacks to mash after block, so we're gonna have him mash his Crouching Punch, right? Watch what happens. Do I not have you right? Oh, that's right. Not. He's not mashing. What am I doing wrong here? After block. Oh, jumping. That's definitely Crouching Punch, Clades. You're smart. Sorry. Yeah, it's a little late for me. By late, I mean early in the morning. I'm a graveyard person because my wife works graveyard. Don't mind that. My bad. A little bit of free comedy for everyone. Anyway, demonstration. Yeah. Straight mashed out of. This is no longer a thing. You can't even do a single one. You will get mashed. So this thing, something that almost all Anji players have ingrained into their hands since Strive came out, you're going to need to break that muscle memory, because once people start realizing they can FD that a couple times and then just mash out of it for a free interrupt, that's going to be pretty bad. Characters with like really, really fast crouching kicks, I don't think Zato can do this, but let's find out real quick. I don't think there'll be enough time here, but worth the test. Yeah, that's a trade. If we do one, yeah, still a trade. Not what we want. That doesn't really hook us up very much. So that's really important. That is the one nerf, but that's not a direct nerf to Anji. That is a nerf to a whole lot of characters' pressure in this game. And more importantly, it's a buff for us when we're on defense. This is really good because now we can push people out and we can also interrupt. So don't look at that as a, oh no, that's really bad for us. No, it's fine. It's quite fine to have this. New Faultless Defense is very good. This is going to be a powerful tool. I will probably do a video just on that at some point when I get more familiar with all the really good application stuff to get you out of certain types of pressure and other things. But this is going to be important now. This is a very, very valid use of your meter, so don't sleep on Faultless Defense. This thing's real good, and if you can Faultless Defense incident block in this game, that's going to be pretty wild. There might be some crazy stuff that comes out of that. But anyway, so just wanted to touch on the Faultless Defense change real quick like. So, we're going to change characters here real quick. I need to get one of our big nemesis, good old Leo. So, I want to highlight how good Butterfly Oki is now. Because Butterfly is ridiculously powerful. And the thing that makes it really, really powerful is now two of the biggest perpetrators that were difficult for Anji to deal with when he was trying to run Oki, Sol and Leo, they have to hold Oki now. And allow me to show you why. So I'm going to set Leo to counterattack. We're going to have him on recovery. So on his wake up, we're going to do good old wake up flash kick. The big old FU to Anji, the button that causes us all sorts of problems. I do need to have you not block anymore, though. So, you know, he's going to wake up and he's going to swing on us, right? So, allow me to show you what happens if you do Butterfly Oki against Leo. This also will apply to Sol's Volcanic Viper. I believe Kai and Chip, this doesn't work as well, but there'll be different ways to prevent them from Wake Up Dragon punching us. But still, watch and behold. Stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. No, you don't get to do that anymore. You want to see the really cool thing is that the thing is Butterfly recovers so fast now that anti-airing? Oh yeah, that's really good. Air dash into jump S. Yeah, allow me to show you what kind of fun stuff happens now. Yeah, don't Dragon Punch my Butterfly. Because you're going to lose. We literally can make Dragon Punch characters hold Butterfly Oki now. They have to. They have to hold Oki now. And it's absolutely fantastic. What's great is because of the new combos and the way all this stuff works, we don't even have to take a wall break there. We can do stuff like this, too. If I can actually air dash. Oh, look, into another safe Butterfly that if he wakes up and flash kicks, he loses. This is really, really awesome. Now, the thing is this punish I'm getting, this is going to stop happening very quickly. Because eventually, even the most unga-bunga, I love my wake-up DP players of these characters are going to realize that if we air dash at them after Shitsu, they lose if they Dragon Punch. They're going to stop doing it. But the thing is even if we just have Leo block and turn off the counterattack, we're just going to have him actually play nice here. Pretend like he wants to play defense for once in his life. This is a perfectly viable thing to do. That's perfectly fine pressure. You can even do stuff like this and throw before it hits again. Other important stuff with Butterfly Oki I've found so far. And a big caveat to all of this, the Butterfly Oki is going to take time. There are so many options now, so many ways to apply Butterfly that I'm not going to be able to give you all the good Butterfly setups yet. What this will do is this will justify me finally doing an Oki video with Anji for Butterfly setups, because there's going to be a ton of stuff, and we're probably going to be able to customize it based on matchups to best suit what we're doing against what character. But, you know, even just doing stuff like this and throwing before they go in, jumping and, you know, block into a low, like we have all sorts of options. If you do fastest possible Karanagiha, that's a 1 frame gap. So if they try to do anything about that and they miss their buffer at all, they're in trouble. And the best part is that the butterfly keeps us completely covered after Nagia. Like, we get to continue pressure there. It's not great pressure, but we do get to continue pressure. If we get a counter hit or something there, they're going to have a sad. Because literally everything does so much damage with no meter now because of the new Ko. Anji's overall damage, quote unquote, like off counter hit charge Fujin, and Ko actually got a slight damage nerf that wasn't talked about in the notes. It does 6 less damage now. Trust me, it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter at all. Because we have so many ways to do Ko loops. You can legitly do Ko loops mid-screen now because of the way it works. So, like, let's, what's going to be a good example here? So let's just have Leo jump, all right? Let's have Leo jump and say we anti-air him, right? Oh, look. Like, that's not a counter hit, by the way. I mean, what more do you want? This isn't even starting on the new stuff we can do with stuff like this. Like, where you can do air dash jump dust into air dash jump dust. Like, there's so much stuff. An important one, a really important one, is so we have Leo jump and we do counter hit. Counter hit forward punch, if you can do these combos, and trust me, these combos are very, very finicky. I will not be shocked if I don't even hit one here in the brief time I attempt to do this for the recording. But if you can hit these counter hit 6P combos, if you get deep on someone and you're past mid-screen, you can cash out 200 plus damage off counter hit forward punch. And this is a godly anti-air right now. Like, this move is so good as an anti-air because you can do it so late and still stuff anything. But anyway. But there was one combo. I'm pretty sure it'll work here if I can. There we go. 218 damage off a counter hit forward punch. Pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. We have so much more combo ability now. It is awesome. Here's the thing. It doesn't have to be from, like, the big, juicy counter hits, right? Like, even if you do something like this. Like, I mean, that was off crouching kick. Like, this stuff is really good. You know, like, just train yourself. Every time you hit anything and you can go into sweep Ko, you need to be going into sweep Ko. That is his combo route. If you got in the habit of doing stuff like this for your combos, get that out of your system. Like, you want to go into sweep and you want to make the damage really matter. Like, that's what we're looking for. Like, there's so many ways to do it. There's going to be so many options. People are going to really refine how to do the new combos, but the important point, you know, with us being whopping hour 4 after the patch, aka nothing is optimized and there's still hordes of things to figure out and figure out how to tweak things. But we have so much freeform to our combos now that we are going to be able to convert everything into really, really solid damage with or without meter. With meter, we get some really good stuff too, because here's the thing. We can save meter for faultless defense. Quattro Fugetsu is still a very, very, very powerful thing that we have in our kit. But here's the big stuff. Stuff like this, because this always combos out of far S, right? We always get to combo into Fujin now. This is a real poke. If we have 50% meter... Oops, excuse me. If that's not Leo, you get both hits of Ko there. But even if I didn't want to do that, like, you know, we can do... There you go. Take a wall break. Nearly 200 damage. 200 damage off far S with 50% meter. That's good return. That's very, very good. We are very okay with that. That's very strong. So, yeah. And here's the other thing. Spin got no changes, right? Spin is so much stronger now for a plethora of reasons. Because now, here's the big thing with spin. If you ever actually do spin something that you can punish with 5S, they gonna die. Like, we get to do 200 plus damage for no meter out of that now. The risk reward on this is so much better. So, like, I know a lot of people are still like, but the Fujin follow-ups aren't very good and blah, blah, blah. And no, they didn't get any better. Fujin follow-ups are not much better. They really aren't. They don't come out any faster with the change to Fujin. They're not much stronger. But we don't need them. I'm telling you that right now. We don't need them. I don't care if Anji ends up actually still being relatively weak to the rest of the cast. He can fight people now. Like, he can actually fight everyone now because he is not required to use this move to succeed anymore. The big thing, if you want to take away anything from the new patch and the new things that are really important with Anji, it's that his gameplay and his strengths have been pretty much chiseled out into stone for us in terms of what this character is going to super excel at. And this character is going to excel at a couple things. One, the same stuff we excelled at before, big counter hits. You get a counter hit, you get to cash it out. Especially with this new stuff, like, this is so much better now. Like, being able to have Ko be so much closer makes these combos so much easier. I'm dropping it because Leo is annoying to combo, and I'm not going to lie, my hands are a little wore out because I have been doing non-stop labbing, so I am not at my best for making this video, but I really did want to get something out quickly to kind of sum up what's going on. But here's the deal. Counter hits, still really good. Like, we still get to go ham. You know, you can still do stuff like counter hit, Fujin, blah, you know. All of this is still super viable. So counter hits are still very, very, very good. We cash out big. All super good. And we still have the option, because of the way Ko works, of deciding if we want to break the wall or if we would just want to take a knockdown with Ko and put people in the corner with Butterfly, which, by the way, something else to note about Butterfly, this is way better now. OTGing someone with Butterfly, that's pretty legit now. That's a lot harder to deal with. Because even right there, you could tell, like, he's up before the Butterfly gets to him, right? That's fine. You want Leo to jump. You want people to jump over your Butterfly because this move is ignorant. This move is actually ignorant now. It was already really strong and already a really good anti-air. But these buttons, 5P, forward punch, and Ko, we play a lot like Kai wanted to play. We want people to jump at us, because if they do, they are in deep trouble. Because if we catch them at all, they're gonna hurt. And to show one more thing, this really did not end up mattering as much as a lot of people thought it would, but the guard break on the second hit of Ko is kind of mostly inconsequential. Maybe some other stuff is going to be found with it, but the general moral of the story is that all that changes, let me take off FD here, all that really changes is we have some guaranteed pressure afterwards. There's nothing really, like, super juicy about this. The one important thing to note is if they block Ko, they do not get an they do not get an action until they hit the ground. They cannot do anything in the air. They are stuck in that block stun, guard break, whatever it's called. Excuse me, guard break. They can't do anything in the air. They have to land before they take an action. So you know they're forced to go to the ground. So this is control of the sky forever now. Like, all we could have asked for. It's really good. So the thing is now, obviously, counter hits are still really good. But the thing is now we can threaten people to jump. Because this is a real thing we can do in neutral now. If they give us space, like a lot of characters will do sometimes, because a lot of characters thrive on just staying away from Anji and daring him to come in and use his less than great pressure against them so that they can punish him. Or to get Anji to spin wildly so that they can punish him for taking that big risk. We don't have to do that anymore. We can 100% hold our ground, put a Butterfly out. You see them go to the sky, they better be blocking. Like, they better not be trying to jump in on you, or they gonna lose. These buttons all hook us up, and they hook us up with really powerful combos, regardless if we're near the corner or not. Because the way Ko works now, you are 100% on any counter hit anti-air, you're going to be able to do a real Ko loop without the corner. Like, once we really optimize this, it's going to be ridiculous. So we get that now. Anji can actually force way better neutral because of this. Also, because this is a threat. This button is an actual tried and true threat now because it always combos into Fujin. And that means we have an actual thing working for us. Just, you know, the fact that we can always do this, and even if it's blocked, like if we get blocked into max range Fujin, like fan needles are super good. People aren't punishing that at max range, right? Like, and you know, like I showed earlier, you take this, take your combo, like when you start hitting those and you're not tired and have worn out hands like me, Mr. Old Man, this stuff's going to be really good. The other thing that we have now is we have an actual extra option in our pressure. We can do stuff. I need you to block again, Leo. Sorry, I know it's against your nature. We can do stuff like this and threaten a reset because people can't just Dragon Punch from there. They're not beating that. They have to do something about that. Are there moves that are going to blow us up for trying that? Yes. If people know you're going to try and do a pressure reset into Butterfly, they can absolutely blow you up for it. But the thing is if they want to blow you up for it, a lot of them are going to have to jump and air dash, which means you can just go, hey, just kidding. That's my sky. Get out of it. Or we can even do stuff like this and try to steal turns with spin because, again, this is way better now because if they swing into it and we get to 5S them, well, ta-da, big combo, big damage, big knockdown, or a wall break, or whatever the hell we want. So, Anji actually has way more ways to fight the cast now. Way more ways to fight the cast. All you have to do is control space. This button is a real threat now. Spin into anything with real lag is somebody's ass. This character got way better, y'all. I don't know where we were going to fall in terms of strength relative to the cast, because this patch is huge. So many characters got so many major changes. The system mechanics alone with FD and being able to Gatling more normals, jump normals into this. Oh, another important thing before I forget. Yeah, those air normals. Remember how they mentioned they were changing the counter hit properties on air normals? Yeah, jump S. Yeah, you catch someone with jump S now? Uh-oh, that's going to be real bad. Like, pretty good. I mean, I wonder. Indulge me 1 second. I want to see if I can get a combo to work here. That's the start of something. That's the start of something. We flesh that out, we can probably make something happen with that. But anyway, yeah, this is really good because now doing stuff like this and baiting out an anti-air, even if you fall far away, you're going to get far S into Fujin. So, you know, pretty sick. Pretty good. But yeah, we are going to have so many more options for this now. Like, Butterfly Oki is so much better. It's comical. It's going to take a long time to refine it, like I said, but it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. This character is solid. He feels complete. He feels like a real character now, and that's really important. Again, I can't tell you how much stronger he is compared to the cast. I have no idea where character strength, matchup charts, all that. You know, obviously tier list is the thing everybody wants, but asking about a tier list after a brand new patch is the dumbest and most foolish thing ever. And everyone who does that is doing it because they need views or clout or whatever. It's silly. It's silly to proclaim any kind of tier strength right after a patch. But what is 100% confirmed with this character in this patch, he is a complete character now. We have an actual kit that has some real synergy. We have some stuff that is really abusable, and our damage output is going to be amongst the best in the entire game. For the resources used, hands down. There is no question in my mind that Anji is absolutely elite in terms of the kind of damage he gets off basic confirms, whether you're talking meter or meterless. Because being able to turn far S into a real thing without counter hit, that's a big deal. So, yeah, long story short, these buffs are really impactful, and I am very confident in saying this is not like the last patch where we got a lot of smoke and mirrors. These are real. This alone, having a real interrupt button, you are going to be stunned how many gaps you couldn't do anything about that you can mash out of now. And mashing out of stuff and getting out of defense in this game is worth its weight in gold because it's Strive. If you hit someone, you can do well over half their life. It's a two-touch game in a lot of senses. So if you buy yourself an extra chance to get that second touch, that's big, and we're going to be able to do that way, 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 way more often. So, yeah. Mess around. Play with Butterfly Oki. Test out all sorts of fun things with the combos. Again, you can do jump cancel into jump dust. You can air dash cancel every single one of these normals now. Like, we got a lot of stuff. We have a lot of things to test, a lot of things to play with. We have some very shiny new toys, and I'm very excited about Strive where it is. This is way, way more interesting. Faultless Defense is going to be a very good change for this game. Characters getting faster normals is going to be a very good change for this game. And they made our best move better. They made Ko better, which is just mind-boggling. And it's not the guard crush. That's not the part that really matters. That's a nice bonus. That's some icing on our cake. Those new combos are ridiculous. Doing Ko loops mid-screen, that's nutty. I never could have imagined, but hey, it worked out. All right, I have been labbing and playing and testing stuff for far too long. My voice is also starting to get shot because I've been talking to friends in Discord and testing a bunch of stuff, writing on a bunch of notes, and I am ready for bed because I am old-ass Guilty Gear man. So I'm sorry, I'll be 39 next month. I need my sleep. So enjoy the new patch, test out stuff, have a good time. See what you can find. Go nuts. Go to the lab. Start playing games. Start testing out this stuff against real live moving opponents and see what you can do. We have some fun toys, and I really think Anji is finally not going to be a bottom feeder in this game. I think he has the ability to actually fight the cast now. So, until then, enjoy. Happy patch day. Please take care of yourselves. Be safe. Be good to one another. I'll see you all next time. Good night.